Welcome to Earthtide Studios. I'm Zach Knight, and in today's video, we're going to be jumping inside the production of Ed Sheeran's Bad Habits. Bad Habits is an incredible new song that's come out from Ed Sheeran, and there's a few different stylistic choices that he's made in this song that make it a real banger. In this video, I'm going to be running through a couple of the cool different production elements that he's used and just look at the overall scope of what's going on in the song. Before we jump into the video, I just want to let you know we have a free vocal production course that teaches you the basics of recording, editing, and mixing your vocals. If you want that, click the link below. But for now, let's get into the session. So I've got the song open here in Cubase now. We've split up the vocals and the music, and we're going to have a listen to the first part of the song here, the very, very beginning. Have a listen to the way the words 1, 2, 3, 4 get said there and the different kind of vibe that's going on here. It's giving the perception of a live performance really in this whole song, which is kind of cool and very relevant considering that this song has come out in a time where a lot of people haven't been able to see live music for a long time.
1, 2, 3, 4.
When it comes in, it sounds like he's got this, big kind of crowd behind him, this hustle and bustle of sort of being in a live music venue, and he's just sort of trying to get everyone's attention to say, hey, it's time, the song's about to begin, and he's got this kind of cool, like live roomy sound going on there, a bit of slapback, delay on his vocals. And you'll hear later on that crowd sample actually comes back in again at the end of the second chorus. So we'll just have a quick listen to it here. It's really, really sneaky. Let's see if we can just pay attention to that just in the music track here. It comes back in a super sneaky way. I like it. So another really cool way that the production in this song has been treated is the use of reverb in the vocal. The song starts off, you've got that 1, 2, 3, 4 that Ed says, and then it kicks in and it's got this kind of really nice, big, roomy kind of reverb that happens for that ooh at the start. But then it strolls into the verse, and the verse has this really, really nice, intimate plate reverb running on. Just have a listen to the contrast between the two.
Every time you come around, I can't say no. Every time the sun goes down, I let you take control.
It's really very super intimate, and the use of reverb there is working really well to have that contrast between those sort of big vocal moments and then obviously those really sort of intimate versy vocals going on there. There's actually key phrases in the song where they bring back that really big reverb as well. If you have a listen to what's going on here, it's sort of towards the end of the first verse and this lead into the chorus, you can hear that big room reverb come back in one more time.
And tonight had something wonderful. My bad habits lead to late nights
and then it appears back in again across this next transition that we've got going on here for the pre-chorus into the second chorus as well.
I only know how to go too far. My bad habits lead to late nights and
there's a lot of different cool placement that they've got with reverb in this song. And you can hear that in the chorus itself, compared to the verse, they've actually got a lot more of a wetter reverb sound going on with the chorus, as much as it starts off quite stripped back and then it comes in a lot bigger musically. The vocals don't necessarily change in what they're doing in terms of the effects going on. It's just really down to the performance. Have a listen.
late nights and alone. Conversations with a stranger I barely know. Swearing this will be the last, but it probably won't. I got nothing left to lose or use, or do my bad habits lead to white eyes staring into space?
Whereas if you listen to this first verse here, you'll notice that the reverb is quite a lot drier.
Every time you come around, I can't say no. Every Every time the sun goes down, I let you take control.
It's just a nice little stylistic choice there. Probably the most important part of this song that you can take away is that the vocal performance in this song is actually a lot harder and a lot more pushed and you know, aggressive sounding than it comes across as. Ed is such an incredibly talented vocalist that he's able to do all of this really cool nuanced technique that he's doing in his performance. But if you actually listen to the vocals on their own, you'll notice that compared to the normal kind of performance that he's doing in his songs, this is actually quite a lot more pushed. I mean, we'll just have a listen to the vocals one more time, and I really want you to pay attention to just how hard he's pushing, especially in the chorus. Let's go over here for the chorus first.
My bad habits lead to late nights sitting alone, conversations with a stranger I barely know, swearing this will be the last, but it probably won't. I got nothing left to lose or use or do. My bad habits lead to white eyes staring into space, and I know.
You listen to that and listen to that in comparison to the bridge, where this is a bit closer to the way that he's normally singing his songs.
We took the long way round and burned till the fun ran out. Now my bad habits lead to late nights and in alone.
I mean, listen to that just one more time when he comes in there with my bad habits. You know, he's really pushing that vocal, the tone, you know, and the way that he's held like that real still kind of softness in his voice as he's done that. He's giving all of this power, and yet it still sounds chill. It's very sneaky. I love it. And then when things kick up and that reverb is just pushed a little bit more, and there's a nice slapback delay on his vocal, which is, you know, giving it a lot more stereo spread, things just sound a bit chiller in the vocal. And then, of course, there's the music just, you know, pulsing forward and pushing things forward as well. So that counterpoint, that contrast there in how aggressively he's actually singing those vocals versus the tone and the overall timbre of the song of, you know, being a bit more chill and also pushing things forward as well with the rhythms and the dance vibe going on, just makes this song, I mean, honestly, one of my favorite songs that I've heard so far this year. Another one of the excellent production techniques that Ed has in this song is the use of vocal panning. You'll hear across the majority of the song, it's all just one mono vocal down the center. Just goes to show the level of performance being held by this song. And the stereo vocals are actually only coming in a few key phrases, and there's only one section that has a decent amount of stereo vocals coming in. So if you listen across the first verse here, you'll notice that all the way from the first verse all the way to the end of the first chorus, the only place where you have anything that sort of happens with a little bit of stereo spread is what's going on with this big vocal lead in.
Every time you come around, you know I can't say no. Every time the sun goes down, I let you take control. I can feel the paradise before my world implodes. And tonight had something wonderful. My bad habits lead to late nights sitting alone, conversations with a stranger.
So you can see there almost the whole way through to the end of the first chorus there, there's only sort of like one place where we're really getting a little bit of stereo spread besides this, you know, vocal woo-woo at the start here as well. The same thing continues on. So the second verse here, it's all mono up until this pre-chorus here.
I only know how to go too far. My bad habits lead to late nights.
We'll listen to that one more time just with the rest of the music as well. Really, really cool placement there. It's also one of the only parts that we've heard so far in the song where there's a use of harmony as well. The rest of it is all just, sitting along that vocal melody. It's a very, powerful, cool, catchy vocal melody, which is why it's working super, super well across the song. And it doesn't need to be supported by harmonies and stereo vocals all the time. It's just incredible on its own. The only section across the song that really actually utilizes a bit more in stereo vocals is the bridge section here.
We took the long way round and burned till the fun ran out.
We'll listen to that one more time just with the vocals on their own.
We took the long way round and burn till the fun ran out.
Just a really cool, smart way to be able to give that bridge just that extra bit of dynamic difference in the vocals versus the rest of the song. So the use of rhythm across this song is really, really super cool. It kind of gets the song in this position where it sort of branches between and being a nice, cool, chill pop song, and also has this really dancey, pulsing beat that sort of continues across the majority of the song, except in the bridge where things chill out a bit and we have this really kind of nice building up kind of thing going on there with the snare and everything comes back down. So we'll just have a listen to the way that things go from the second chorus into the bridge and just have a real think and have a listen to the way that everything sort of ducks down and then comes back up again. It's kind of cool.
Nice and in alone, conversations with a stranger I barely know, swearing this will be the last, but it probably won't. I got nothing left to lose or use, or do my bad habits lead to white eyes staring into space, and I know I lose control of the things that I say. Yeah, I was looking for a way out, now I can't escape. Nothing happens after two. It's true, my bad habits lead to you. My bad habits lead to you. We took the long way round and burned till the fun ran out. My bad habits lead to late nights and
It's really the only place where things have like a different kind of pull in the rhythm there. So there you go. What did you think of the production breakdown of this track? As you can see, Bad Habits has got so many different things going on, and Ed is an incredibly talented artist. I'm sure I'm not the first person to say this, but it's kind of cool to hear that after all this time, he's still making things fresh and interesting. I'd love to hear your take on this. Throw a comment below, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. If you want to level up your vocals, don't forget about our free vocal production course. But for now, have a great day and take it easy.
bad